Cisco acquires AppDynamics for $3.7 billion. Facebook clones Snapchat stories. Apple isn't giving up on India, and more. It's Thursday, January 25th, and this is Crunch Report. What up, TechCrunch land? You smell that? You smell that in the air? That's the smell of big acquisition news. Cisco said late yesterday that it would acquire AppDynamics, which helps companies monitor application performance, for a big boy amount of $3.7 billion. AppDynamics was actually going to price its IPO today, but then at the last minute it found a suitor in Cisco. Apparently filing to go public is part of the game to get a good buyer. AppDynamics may have been testing the waters of the IPO market to set a value for itself for negotiations with larger companies for a potential acquisition. It's not entirely uncommon that companies are working to drop a filing and intent to go public, but also having acquisition talks behind the scenes. Well played, AppDynamics. Well played. It's not every day that you hear of Facebook cloning a Snapchat feature. Just kidding, it is every day. Instagram stories, poke, selfie masks on cameras. Oh look, now Facebook stories. It's like, if I can't own you, I will own you. Today, Facebook launched Snapchat Stories in Ireland on iOS and Android, with plans to bring it to more countries in the coming months. The feature lets you share ephemeral photos and videos in a slideshow that disappears 24 hours later. The little circles to watch friends' Facebook stories appear in its main app above the feed, so you can't miss them. What will you use? Tell me in the comments. Snapchat Stories, Instagram Stories, Facebook Stories, reading a story, stories in a building. Choose wisely. Amazon doesn't care. Drones, ships, autonomous vehicles, rovers. It's going to get you your product however. Despite nearly constant innovation and last-minute delivery, Amazon and its e-commerce brethren still rely heavily on good old-fashioned cargo ships to move products around the seas. In a move to further control this vital component of operations, the company has been slowly building the infrastructure to be its own logistics provider, organizing cargo ships and operators to fit its needs. This pushes Amazon even further up against traditional forwarders like UPS and FedEx. Sorry, sometimes I just can't see where tech ends and the rest of the world begins. In all the years of iPhone dominance, Apple has yet to crack the Indian smartphone market wide open. In its most recent efforts to capture market share, Apple is reportedly crossing the T's and dotting the I's on a deal with Indian officials to manufacture components locally within the country. The final stages of the deal will require agreement around tax and tariff exemptions, and it looks like this one is inching rapidly towards reality. Apple's own manufacturing relationship with the US has been up in the air as of late. It will be interesting to see how supply chain politics plays out for the tech giant over the coming year. Dropcam co-founder Greg Duffy has found a new home at Apple. The move comes after a bit of a tumultuous stint at Google when its subsidiary Nest picked up Duffy's internet-connected security camera business in 2014 for $555 million. Apple has confirmed the hire with TechCrunch, though the company has declined to discuss the specifics about the role he will play. At very least, it seems like a fairly safe bet given his expertise that he will play a part in Apple's growing focus on the connected home. That's the report for today. I'm Tito Hamzy. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. You'll be able to find us on iTunes and on YouTube. And guess what, guys? We'll see you tomorrow.